Alright guys, Astronauts back for another Tap Wizard RPG Arcane Quest video. Um, so yeah, I'm progressing slowly here. I'm just making videos back to back. Zone 41 now. I'm basically just uploading the previous video to YouTube as I'm doing this. Uh, yeah, I want to just go over this here. The Dark Portal. A portal to the Doom Realm requires a portal key to open. So you can always enter this non-stop until you defeat it, and then I might consume the portal key. I'm not 100% sure, but let's go. I could not do it before. I don't. What? I'm actually doing damage now. Doing damage now. Okay, I was not doing any damage before, and that was like yesterday. This is my damage, guys. Almost 5 days playtime. Active, let's say 60%, 40% inactive. Well, I am destroying this place. And Frost Ray is doing all the damage. That's funny. Okay, I need to pay attention here to the runes that drop. Not sure how many floors there are. Maybe I do not want to complete the place. Oh, okay, they're starting to be pretty intense here. Yeah, I'm just dying. 13.5. Okay. And if I recall, there's no super speed early on like the normal zones. You have to start at 1. They do, I mean, the runes are spawning from the bottom, just normal runes, but are they dropping anything special? No, this one it was not a stable rune. I'm actually, it's activated right now. Okay, there's no power growth here, guys. I'm not getting any power, any gold. It's just straight up like some dungeon that's a hard wall right here. Like Inferno is going crazy with Icy Prism bypassing armor, but like I was talking about, you see the focusing here? Okay, I got Inferno working on the front line, but my elemental was working on the big eye in the second squad. Well, it's not a squad, it's this back row, because he's only one. But yeah, the damage is not focused, so I cannot take down monsters if like they have crazy regeneration. So that's the thing. The synergy is not good enough. You see even Icy Prisms shooting the second guy. No power growth, so you're pretty much always going to be stuck at the same place. See Icy Prism hitting the second squad. It's hitting first squad too. Second squad, but it's like swapping targets. It's not focusing on the same one. Now here I'm having issue because they keep on summoning more guys. And the threat is not the summoners, it's the big eye with tentacles. He's the one doing the damage. So no power gain. If I would gain power here, I could farm a bit out of this. But let's get out of here. Looks like it is not happening, but there was definitely some progress because I couldn't do anything before. I mean, Dark Portal 1-1, I did 0 damage. So after reaching a certain damage, I was at like 39, I don't know, something E39 yesterday. Maybe I did not try for 2 days. I was E39, now I'm E45. Here, my speeds, my cast speeds were up to 700 before when I had my TM lag 25. But now 300%, 305 is solid. TM lag of 10. And the loadout damage. Inferno is just getting a lot of cast speed because he's alone. But the damage is not good when he's alone. So if I would use a second fire spell, the damage of Inferno would go up. But if I did that, it needs, like, I would lose the freeze here. It would not work. I would lose the toxic gas from here. But this does some... The thing is, this says that it shatter after 1 second, but to shatter, it needs to freeze first. So it could just be freezing, but it's not gonna freeze many monsters. And Inferno is doing damage to the front squad. If there's 3 guys there, it's gonna hit all of them. And if they're not... Oh no! Yes, I got it. Oh wow. That's actually pretty damn good. Straight up 70% power damage for an hour, really good. I have this one for 60 seconds, and like I don't even have the 5-minute one. Good drop, good drop. I'm glad I got it in time. So I need 8 runite for to get that dude. Wait, no, here. Knee high Nick. Yep. 8 more. I could just unlock 3 spells, but thinking about long term here, you need to get him. The other guys are just more damage, but it's not gonna do anything crazy, I believe. But getting some good runes, not missing stable runes, would make a massive difference. Okay, that's a nice spell, like the spell I just got. Frozen Orb. Also, having a lower TM lag makes it so you have higher spell damage, meaning all these spells that cast every like 5 seconds at a specific time are gonna do more. So let's say you have a TM lag of 0 and you're popping like a bunch of spells, or you always have one running, let's say. Well, it's just gonna hit for more. And it's when it's hitting a lot higher than how much armor they have, you're just dealing so much more damage to the monsters. So I mean, like very high cast speed, it's like really fun because there's so much things going off, but it's just not efficient. But if you use ignore armor, it is efficient because it doesn't matter. Unless, let's say the Inferno is capped at 2 walls and you cannot have, let's say, 4 walls up, because my cast speed was double of what I had before, so I could have 4 walls if it was possible. Now I have 3 lightning elementals, and maybe there's a cap, maybe it's 3, maybe it's 4. But if you go above that, you're just wasting, you're losing damage. Now I did not see a ground for the cooldown. Like I've seen skills with 0.2 whatever. I think I've seen skills with under 0.25 second. So if you want high cast speed, you can always have it. Enchant +1, I'll wait for that, because it takes a long time and might as well do more than one. Alright, slowly getting there to 500 runite. I mean, if you spend money in this game, there's a bunch of nice things you can unlock and get a bunch of runite to unlock spells and maybe run double or triple of something crazy. But right now I'm not too sure what I would double up on. It would have to be something that ignores armor. Or not even like shock. Shocknet is just crazy, but when you start to fight, let's say, a boss, Shocknet is not gonna do a whole lot for you. gonna do double damage, but it really shines on like a big amount of monsters. Most of the damage it does is wasted because monsters are regenerating whatever it's dealing to them. So it's just inflating its damage. It's not the true damage. Okay, I want to go over a few things before I pop the crumble key, because it might take a while to actually do the dungeon, and there might be some struggling if it rolls something insane. Meaning, I'd like to start it right after starting a new recording. So yes, the Dark Portal reached 13.5, zone 13.5 inside it. Now I want to go over this here. Oh, the Dark Portal is not there. Because in the other game, there was no Dark Portal in the game, I believe. There's just nothing that talks about it here. You can see like some of the description is not here because I'm not there yet. This is the end game part. Arcane Essence, Arcane Fragment, Arcane Knowledge, Arcane Tower. Dark Portal and other worldly place filled with monsters, but also unique rewards. Dark Portal key used to open dark portals. New Game Plus to end the current assault, restore the wizard's health, and assimilate any collected power. So after like, I don't know how, it could be like when you reach zone 100, about 100, you get to a point where you can make a New Game Plus and gain some new power, but restart basically. You're just restarting the game with some extra benefit. But I mean, you could say that you've completed the game. Like if when you kill the final boss, you could say I've done the game. And then if you make New Game Plus and you finish the game, well, you just say you complete the game in New Game Plus or New Game Plus Plus. But this is a game that goes on forever, basically. The replayability of the game is very good. The game is not, you're not always connected to the internet, so it doesn't like drain your battery, and the graphics, I mean, it's not intense on your phone, so it's a nice game to have. Doesn't take much space on the phone as well, so it's something you can just hop on and hop off and couple times during the day. And it doesn't have long loading screens. Those are so annoying. It's like you start the game and you're already there. I love it. So here you can empower, like when you enchant 2 or 3. Like I had enchant 3 this morning, and I think the empower cost was like 350, so it goes up by only 50 runite. So if you're paying money, you can always have like can empower for let's say +5. You could do a crazy push, but even then it doesn't take that much time if you have time to play actively. But let's say you don't play that much, you can always have your research going on. And when you do play actively, you can just start like some buffs, push, like you could save up all your powers like me and do a crazy push later on, but I would grow way more faster if, let's say, I decide to use 10 power, pop a couple spells, pop 10 powers, and just like I would just advance more quickly. But now I'm just saving everything, basically. I'm just saving everything, and I might just end up going to New Game Plus and not having used anything, which is not smart, a smart thing to do. But all of these things, they are so short. It's like 15 minutes, 3 minutes. So you want to maximize their use. Oh, 50% XP for what? Wait, does that work with the instant ones? Please tell me it doesn't work. Also, do I have that in another quality? I do not. I don't remember seeing. Okay, so when I pop one, it says 152nd, and this is... Yeah, I mean... How do I really know the number? These spells are too advanced. Okay, well, just got to rank up anyways. Not a total loss there. Let's say I swap it up and I go with this. Let's just try this. The craziness of all the swords going off. But the target needs to be frozen for the swords to bypass armor. Yeah, frozen. If a target is frozen, bypass armor, rank 2. But I don't have a skill setup that freezes. I would need to have this. Would need something like this. When you are clearing really fast, the swords are like just spawning and just waiting. So they're just building up. When you have a bunch of skills, like let's say like Blizzard, with effects going off, like accumulating early on in the run, you do have so many things going off on the screen. And when I had 700% cast speed, it was just insane. New territory. Did I push? Not really. Was not any... Not really an increase of damage. Is maybe more... the damage is more focused now into the same area. That Inferno was dealing damage always in the front, so... But all the rest is hitting second or third squad. There's just not enough freezing going off. And also, many monsters cannot be frozen. So what if... Let's just say... Let's just try something here. That's the point of the game, right? Just experimenting. Just like the icicles. This guy just cannot be frozen. That's the problem. It's not working out. I want my icy prism. This thing needs some experience. The passives are so good. Shocknet. Fire lightning. Why is he getting frozen now? What? It's weird. You see I'm surviving more here. I just don't know when the I believe the icy prism's able to just freeze and anything really. Even monsters that cannot be frozen. Seems like because it has to do its shatter, so maybe just the big bosses are immortal. I mean, they're immune to it. Icy Prism is just really good, even though it's not doing that much. It's because the monsters are dying too quickly. Damn, Rune Cache. I was just not very impressed with this skill. But it looks like I have to keep using it because I need to earn those passives again. But I need to work on getting more spell XP though. And the spell XP is here. Yes, I need Blizzard. Let me just use Blizzard instead of... well, I need to get the 5th one here. It's almost there. After this is done, I'll swap it to Blizzard. Yeah. 21.9. You see, like, it's gonna take a while to get to that +2, but you're not always you're kind of always growing at the same rate though, because you're always pushing a bit further. Let's say you're growing at 4 or 5% per run. Let's just take a look here how much. So 21.9. Okay. 0.7. 0.7 is not much at all. 0.7 is like 30. It's like 3.3%. Because you need, for 10% I needed two what's it called, plus 2.2, but I only got 0.7, meaning it's like 34% of it. So it was only 3.4%. Yeah, 3.4% increase. I did not check here. That's just not much. You know, when that happens, you can just be like, okay, I'll enchant and be able to push that just a bit more. You're also earning, every time you kill the new bosses, you are earning more, some stable runes. You can get some nice ones. But, I mean, during all that time, you're not earning any gold. Gold that can be used for in the academy. You will be earning gold, but it will be a very tiny amount. So you have to think about that. I could fund that on tap power. 30 minutes. Let's just pop some, just pop 15 of these things here. Oops. Wait, how many? 8. Low price still. 38 minutes. It's fine, it's helping the other ones. And I did pop... where is it? Yeah, you see, like, I do have the research increase here. The foresight, it's this thing here. 50% research rate for 10 hours, and it does not help with this. Oops, a bit too much. Now this is more expensive. 2 hours. Let's just keep on using these things. Seven minutes. Just pop 4. See, I still have gold. 2 hours. Oh. Raid. Like 2 hours, that means... this is 15 minutes, I have a couple of those. I need to start using those, I guess. Like, I'm not using that. I need to wait for a long time to use that. 2 hours. Wait, 2 hours? Doesn't work. I'm just gonna waste on the bottom one, even the fortification. So let's just use some 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 hour. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Maybe there was some loss there. Whatever. Okay, well, Mirror of Sight now. This one I cannot afford. But now by getting... Now I don't want to use when I don't have 3 things running. I'll have to wait. We'll have to wait here. So that's one way to speed up your research, guys. Let me check one thing here. There's nothing for research here, right? Enemy who attack the wizard in melee combat receive a random 1-second status effect for 15 minutes. It's so short, but it's not that expensive. You can use those things for dungeons. Research rate by 50%. See, like, this is research rate, and this is same wording. Research rate, so it would not boost these instant 2-minute or 15-minute or 2-hour research. It would not help there. Now that's really powerful. Enemy shields are 75% less effective for 15 minutes. That's quite insane. The wizard spell have a 90% chance to hit dodging enemies for 15 minutes. Now that's really good too if the enemies like have high dodge. I don't know exactly the miss rate. Would be nice to like know somewhere. I only have 1 dungeon clear. Look at the spell damage. Oh, my lightning elementals. Yeah, I need to get 17%. And then look, I put this here. And then it does like 30%, 30 something percent. Yeah, well, not really. I only have 1 up now, 2 now. And now 3. Like, even if I only started with 1, it's just, it ends up doing more damage then. And 30%, see? But I need to get the passives on that's the prime on the other spell. I mean, it's okay. It's not like spell XP, so long term it's like I might not even use Shocknet later on. I'm just not sure exactly. I might need some nice like focused burst damage and not like damage on the screen all over the place. That's not focused. It's just inflating its damage. Like I said, it's not... I want my damage to be focused in the same area, on the same squad, same monster. So yeah, you can just take a look at the damage contribution of my spells. It's like I said, the Frost Ray is just doing the bulk early on. Then when you start actually reaching monsters, Inferno picks up. Icy Prism will only shine on 1 target or like a boss fight. Shocknet's always high in contribution, just damaging everything. could swap. Yeah, I said that after this is maxed, I will go to Blizzard for that spell XP. I should have done it earlier. It's just spell XP is too important. I do have something else with spell XP. This, so if I rank this into the second mark and earn the passive again, it will be really good. And it's still gonna do some great damage. It's just that with rank 5 it's just insane. We'll only need rank 4 to actually get everything. Alright, getting close to my helper. You can actually earn Runite. I'm not sure exactly, like when you watch these publicity you get 2, but you can actually find Runite while playing. Because you can only see like, I don't know, like 10 publicity in one day, or maybe it's between 5 and 10. And then there's no more. So, and I was getting some more Runite somehow. It must just be drop rate, but extremely rare. When you reach a place where the monsters are doing so much damage to you, you see Icy Prism at 10%, it's not great, you know? It's just not great. But the Icy Prism is like guaranteed that freeze on monsters that cannot be frozen. Let's just take a look here. When you do lower your TM lag, bypass enemy armor loses strength. Because all your other spells are actually doing bigger hits, meaning armor, monster armor. But you need, some monsters have insane armor, so you always need some, like at least one spell that bypasses enemy armor, I believe. You just need a good balance. I'll pay attention now. Just want to see the contribution on that voltaic sword. I see prisms doing 10% before. Now this is nothing crazy here. What I would need is more lightning elemental, or maybe fire or water elemental. I wonder what the limit is. I see 15% on the voltaic sword is just nothing crazy. So chain lightning is not gonna be crazy as well. Early on it's good, like frost ray, but then it just loses so much. It doesn't do much. Frost ray was just higher and it freezes. But you know, if I unlock more runes on that chain, like 14% still pretty good. It's just because it had a higher contribution early on that it kind of like inflated its damage a bit. This I need to do some testing. Burst reduces armor by 1% damage. Like if that goes up again, like more than 1% damage, or even like if this spell does a lot of damage and that 1% damage makes can reduce the armor of monsters quite quickly, it would mean that all my other spells that don't ignore armor would deal more damage to the target. But thinking about massive squads, and like it would not be too effective. But if you, I'll show you guys what the spell does. 11%. It just shoots a ball. It's like massive amount of like fire rays going off. It looks cool. We'll just see its damage contribution. It's just rank, well, it's rank 0, so it's not helping. These archers are doing so much damage to me and just get destroyed when I reach 41.5. You see like 6%, are you kidding me? 5%? It's nothing. This does more. And the reason it's like even got to 5-6%, it's because it was actually kind of stealing damage from the other spells early on when the monsters basically die instantly. The bouncing flame will pick up in damage as soon as I actually spend a second on monsters. If it can land its third hit, it's just I'm dying too quickly here. It just doesn't have time to show you guys much. I see it was 7%, but that was actually real damage. It was not like stealing damage from other spells. And Tornado just does not much. But it freezes. Looks nice as well. When I had 700% cast speed with Blizzard going off was crazy. Blizzard, Frost Ray. I did not have Inferno, so I was running another spell with a bunch of effects going off. It did 9%, 8%. It's higher than I thought. I thought it would be like 5%. Its damage will go up here, and getting spell XP. So if it has spell XP, I should just keep on working on it. It does boost Frost Ray and Lightning and Ice. Since I'm working mostly Lightning and Ice, it works out pretty good. So alright guys, that's it for this video. In the next one I will do the crumbled key. So thanks for watching. I'm Astronax. If you like this video, hit the like button, leave me a comment with your progress if you have any question, and yeah, subscribe for to get an alert when I release a new video. Alright, later guys, peace.